Hi, I'm Jeremy from EveryExpert, and I wanted to take a little bit of time to explain a little bit about the why for EveryExpert and kind of how we're thinking about how we build EveryExpert, and what you can kind of look forward to in the future. So I'm gonna take some time rather than giving you a tutorial on how to use EveryExpert. There's plenty of videos coming up for that. I wanted to give you kind of an explainer of how we're thinking about how we get more customers in front of experts and how we continue to grow this ecosystem together. And I think you're really going to like how we're thinking about this. So one of the things that kind of drives a lot of the design decisions inside of EveryExpert, the product, is this idea that we have around the expert loop. The expert loop is just four kind of actions that you take as an expert and that EveryExpert helps you with to build you into a more credible, more attractive expert on the platform. So the idea is that the first step is that you build your profile. The second step is you start booking sessions with customers, and then you deliver those sessions with customers. And those sessions, the more that you deliver, the more it compounds into value and the more it makes you attractive to the market as an expert. So it's very simple, and I know I'm talking in high level right now, but we actually take all of these points very, very seriously when it comes to how we build EveryExpert. We want to make it very easy for you to build your profile. We want to make it very easy for somebody to find and book you. We want to make sure that whatever you deliver as an expert feels very, very valuable for that customer. And we're going to take all of that together, and we're going to make sure that the next time somebody views your profile or next time we try to match you with somebody, that we know more about you as an expert, and we can find even better matches for you. And so far, a lot of EveryExpert has been focused on the first three steps, and we wanted to make sure that we had the quality there, that we're getting things right when it comes to building out your profile, booking business, and delivering that value. But this compounding piece is a piece that we probably haven't thought about all that much when interacting with EveryExpert, but it's been something that we've been working on in the background for a very, very long time. And so one of the things I wanted to share with you in regards to this expert loop is how do we compound your expertise, or how do we compound your credibility as you deliver more and more sessions? And so in order to explain this, I want to talk about one of the things that we're working on, which is this idea of expert matching. Now, we get this question a lot when people sign up for EveryExpert. They're like, how do you, EveryExpert, bring traffic to my profile? Or how do we bring customers to the experts? And it's a really good question, and for a while we haven't really, and we've kind of beaten around the bush and not quite answered the question because it's something we really wanted to get right before we started talking about it. But we're very confident in this solution, and we're continually working on it, which is why EveryExpert is still in beta, which might be a little bit surprising to folks because EveryExpert is still a very polished product, doesn't feel like it's in beta, but it's in beta because we believe we're missing some pieces that we would consider it, ready for general availability. And EveryExpert matching is one of them. So to explain expert matching, I have to explain a little bit about where EveryExpert came from. EveryExpert was spawned out of the company Kajabi, and EveryExpert and Kajabi are all still under the same corporate entity. We're all working together on this. But one of the really big benefits of Kajabi is we have this vast network of entrepreneurs, business owners, knowledge entrepreneurs, experts. And many of these people can either be experts themselves or they need an expert in some ways. And we have access to be able to get experts in front of these people and to also bring these people to experts. And so I don't want to get into any total specifics around how we're going about doing that because there's a lot of different ways we plan on going about doing that. But one of the things that we want to make really good use of is all of the really great signal that we get from experts assembling their profiles, going in and doing sessions, performing asks, and getting reviews and endorsements. All of these things build your credibility. And when I say credibility, I don't just mean your public profile. I don't just mean the words that show up on the page in your public profile. I mean that in the background, we are assembling a profile of you, the expert, And we're finding people to match you with, and we're trying to get you in front of those people. Now, again, this hasn't been released yet. It's something we're testing internally, but it's something we're planning on, getting out there as soon as we can. But the idea here is that we have a customer profile on one end and the expert profile on the other. And when we find a really good match, we want to make sure that we get the two of you in front of each other. And so that's kind of the short of it, which is we have this expert matching engine, and we're able to assemble a profile of what you offer as an expert. And the best possible way we can do that is by having you engage in building out the profile as accurately as you can, and getting people to endorse your profile so we can, improve credibility there. And then getting sessions under your belt and getting people to review your sessions. The more we know about how you offer things as an expert, the more we can recommend you to people who we believe need you. And so this is kind of expert matching in a nutshell, and you can now see how that completes the loop. The more that you build out your profile and the more that you book and deliver sessions, the more customers we can bring your way because we can find more accurate matches for you. And I think this is really the solution that we believe is going to work in the future when we have experts that are, their expertise might be in a very niche area, and it's hard to get in front of people who might need that expertise. And so we don't want to just go ahead and send a bunch of cold traffic or paid traffic to some sort of directory. We know that doesn't work. What we want is a more personalized way to connect people with experts that they need. And so it's a very simple idea on the outset, but I wanted to kind of lay it out there because it's kind of the foundation to how we decide what to build and what not to build when it comes to EveryExpert. And I think it also gives a really clear direction on what you need to do next as an expert. If you haven't built out your profile yet, this is a perfect time to do so. Make sure that bio is an accurate representation of you, that headline is really punchy, but also make sure that you request that people endorse you. Go over to that endorsements tab inside of EveryExpert and have some colleagues endorse you for your expertise. Also get some sessions under your belt. If you don't have a network to reach out to, then grab a colleague or a friend or a family member to do a practice session with you so that you can practice using your expertise and having EveryExpert as a system get to know you more so that we can more accurately recommend you to others. So what can you do today? Use your network, begin booking sessions, request endorsements, and over time you're going to have this credibility that compounds and that brings even more potential customers your way through our expert matching algorithm. So I hope that kind of wraps up conceptually what we're trying to accomplish with EveryExpert. And like I said, this isn't fully built out yet. We're still in beta and we're still working on it and testing internally, but we really are excited about what future this kind of holds for us, and we're excited to have you be a part of it. Because you're early here in beta, it means that you have so much upside. So go ahead, start booking those sessions. You're not going to regret it, and it's going to be really, really fun to learn more about you on EveryExpert. I'll see you later.